Well, okay. This is a bit of a delayed start because I thought it had started, but it hadn't. That's okay. We've now actually gone live, so I expected that to happen by itself, but it didn't. I apologise for that. So, hope you enjoy this. We're going to be building the Spring Lantern Festival. It's a 2-book build. It's got quite a lot of bits, as you can probably see in front of that little camera. So the first thing I'm going to do is start sorting all these out. So I get the bags more or less into the right order. And I'll just show you these things. I've got a lot of room on this setup. I use these. These are a IKEA cutlery tray, believe it or not. But they're really handy for Lego builds because they have a nice curved edge. So it's hard for the small things to get stuck in there. I've got a couple of those, which I'm hoping will be enough bags, at least for the first book. So I'll just chuck the second book down on the floor. Feel free to say something in the chat if you want to watch. Want to talk about anything in the Lego? Go for your life. I think it's actually working in live now. I hope it is. Maybe? Oh well. We'll find out, won't we? It either is or it isn't. So, first thing I want to do is work out which of the bags we need. So we need bag 3, there's bag 4, there's another bag 3. It's always interesting when there's multiples of the bags. There's a bag 1 that looks like a fairly big one. Bag 9, so we'll use you later on. Pop you down there. Bag 5, so everything that's in this first book is what I want to get right now, and that goes all the way, apparently to bag 7. Okay, so we need bag 5. Bag 10 can wait till later. Bag 11 can wait till later. Bag 4, that's 2 bag 4s we've got. Okay. Bag 8. Which is always a bit of a bummer, because bag 8's actually got a bit of a rip in it. I don't know if you can see that, but I don't like that, because that might mean some stuff's come out. There's a bag 2. There's a 7. Going the other trays over here in a moment. There's a 6. That would be a 9. Down there, an 11 down there, and an 8, which we will need soon. So I shan't bother getting those out for the moment. Now, this is what I was talking about, that loose bag. If you can see this little fella, there he is. Actually, I don't think you... Okay, yeah, you can see that. Good. I have to get used to the stream not being quite live. I've changed my setup, which means what I see on the YouTube screen is slightly delayed to what I'm seeing on my broadcast software. So first up, we're going to be building the surround and a human by the looks of things. So this is quite an interesting set, and I think it's going to be a fun one to build. Hopefully my sound levels are okay. Looks alright. And I do seem to have a viewer, so that's a good thing. Say hello in the chat if you'd like to. Otherwise, I have no idea who you are, and I have no idea if you're enjoying yourself. So please feel free to yak away, and I will respond, probably in voice, and keep the book over there. We'll see how well that works for now. And let's start ripping up bags, because we can. So I realise you can't see the whole tray at the moment, and I apologise for that, but... the camera position's good for building, it's not so good for emptying bags into trays, and it's also going to get just a little bit noisy at the moment as I start doing this. Now we've got my favourite concoction there. We've got a bunch of large pieces and a bunch of smaller pieces. So smaller pieces can go into their own tray because they're always really hard to find. I'm just going to reorganise these bags a little bit, put them over here, get them out of the way, some of them. And we've got 2s and 3s, so I'm going to put 2s down here. And I was saying earlier in the stream before I pressed the go live button, because I'm a twit, and I know some of my viewers also went away, unfortunately, because I did not start on time, which is a sad thing, of course. I said on the earlier that I would prefer Lego to get on with it with their promises of paper packaging, or at least go to compostable plastic, because this is a massive waste. I know the Lego pieces themselves are plastic, but you kind of want them to keep them. Let's just keep these separate, I think. So, and let's go for the 2 bag 4s as well. I think will be good things to get out now. In fact, there's more than 2 bag 4s, so let's just leave this bag 4 for now. That little one can stay in there. And soak in this one until we actually get to that point in time. Okay, so we've got a bunch of pieces. Quite a lot of different ones to go through. There's a lot of water pieces in this one to make the lake in the middle. There's a whole bunch of other little bits. I'm leaving those ones in their bag for the moment. So this is bag 4, bag 3, and 1 and 2 are over here. It doesn't matter so much now. I'm going to pop those over here. I realise you can't see them anymore, but that's life, because I want you guys to be able to see the build. And I think I can get most of it in frame, which is going to be handy. That's a good thing. So we're starting off doing some tiles around the edges. It looks like it's mostly 6x tiles, which of course are mixed in with big blocks, which is the worst way that you can do this. That makes them hard to get out. And do they light grey tiles or dark grey tiles? They are light grey tiles, so they're going to be these ones. And I've got a bunch of light grey and dark grey tiles, so I'm just going to sort those out while I run through this stage of the build. We're going to need those separately at some point anyway. Now I hope you can hear me when I'm facing away from the microphone. The levels look okay, so we can hope, eh? Let me know if you can't hear me. And please say hello in the chat. Yet another build tool. Lots of build tools. There's a little human who's going to make an appearance at some point soon, I'm sure. Just get him out as well. I know you can't see what I'm putting off to the side, so what I'm doing is I'm gathering up all of these at the moment, and let's start the build. I think I've got enough of them. I'll just move that so you can see what I'm doing. So if you're a late joiner, we're building the Spring Lantern Festival, which is for Chinese New Year, or Lunar New Year, depending on which way you see it. Hope you can't hear the droney little vacuum cleaner running around upstairs in the background, but I can't do anything about that. Being a little bit hard to find. There he is. There's always one that's hard to find. Okay, there's the first step done. Let us move on, funnily enough, to the second step. And we need a whole lot more tiles. Okay, no great surprise there. So this time we are putting in some dark tiles. We're going to be putting these things in. And we're putting in 11 of those. Find all of those. When I'm building, I like to find all the things that I need before I start. Now we also need 2 of those, and we've got a bunch of those. I like to find all the things I need for a step before I get into that step, because that will actually tell me whether I've finished the step or not. Now I don't need this little fella just yet. A few more of these. Count these up in a moment. Make sure there actually is 11. That looks like there's more than 11 there. But we also need 2 silver grates, the shiny version. And we need 3 1x2s, plates. So I think that's everything we need now. Yeah, it looks about right. But there's more of these than I need, so let's just count these up. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. Let's just put the others aside for now. We'll come back to those soon. So let's just spin this fella around. And I am following a book, which you guys can't see, off to my right. So I'll try and get this thing right so that we can step through it pretty quickly. Feel free to say hello in the chat. I can see that there's a viewer, someone who's a bit shy. That's okay. Oops, of course I've dropped one. At least I don't have a cam down there for you to see where it went, which is good. I'm throwing them everywhere today. I'm trying to get these the right way around because they're opposites. Okay. And if you wonder why I stream my Lego builds, it's because I'm going to build it anyway. And I'm going to sit here anyway. I think I might get a bit of light going actually. That's better. I can see what I'm doing now. That's tons better. Who would have thought light would help, huh? Ooh, I think that... Oh no, it's the right colour. I was thinking that might be the wrong colour, but I don't think it is. I think it just looks a little funny in the yellow light. Ooh, I'm making a mistake. Okay, there we go. That's better. This guy goes in here. And then our little tile fits down there. And here's our number 11, which was made up this row here in the front, across here. Cool bananas. Now we're going on to another row of stuff, so we need 2 more plates. 1x2s. Dark grey. It's probably some official colour, but you know, care factor. And I need 3 of these larger dark tiles, and I need 1 small one, which is a 1x3. So we're starting with one of the 1x2 plates. My giant hands always suffer a bit with building Lego, but that's okay. Can't have everything. And these ones go in, and that must mean this little fella goes here. Okay, there we go. That was quick. Some of those tiles look a little bit loose in the camera. Just give them a bit of a press. Good-o. Okay, next step. We want 4 of these. We want 1 more of the long tiles. We want 1 more of these and 1 more 1x2 plate. If you're new to Lego, there's different kinds of pieces. Plates and tiles, and there's cut pieces and all sorts of things. You don't have to worry too much about what they actually are. So these are going over here. So we're starting this side row now. That's correct. Of course my phone would ring. We're not going to answer that, because we can't. I think I know who it is though. So I'll just text him in a moment. Let me just quickly do that. Okay, so let's get on with the next little bit. So that's left that. There we have. Did I not pick out enough 1x2s, or did I drop it? Ooh, there's a thought. Okay, we've got that little fella in there now. Now we're going to build up some stuff with some dots and some ingots. We need 7 ingots. Ingots have become very, very popular in some of the builds lately. So 6, 7 ingots, and I need 4 dots, I think. 4 dots, yep. Okay. Alright, let's get the ingots in here. They make quite a nice little tile, so they're quite good for building up floors and the like. Oops. Oops. I'm dropping them everywhere. A bit clumsy today. Fat fingers. Okay, there's a little tiled section done just over here. It looks like quite a nice little rock path. So we'll see what that actually ends up being in the final build. Because I haven't built this before, this is a fresh one. Okay, on to our next step. More tiles and stuff. There's a surprise, we need 3 of these. We need these, that's a those ones, and we need another one of our little grates, and we need 3 plates as well, and 3 of the 3x tiles, dark grey. And 1 plate, I think. No, 3 plates. We need 3 of those. Alright then, off to this part. Okay. It's difficult not having the book in front of me, but I am suffering from space a little bit. I just hope I don't get a sore neck. Sooner or later, some of my family members are going to come downstairs and go, God, he's streaming again. That's okay. They'll live. Sometimes they even watch. Not today, though. And you go up there. You go there. You go there. And you go there. Alright, good. Let's just see what our old mate wanted. Apologies. Okay, that's actually my glazier who's going to come and make a change to one of our windows because we don't like the way it is. It's safe enough to say it now because revealing it on stream, it'll be fixed very shortly. There's a window next to one of our doors which would allow you to very easily, if you cared to, simply push your hand through the LED lighting and open the door. You wouldn't even have to break it, you just push the LED lighting out of the way. So it's a little insecure. So old mate Craig is coming in to fix that up for us today. Okay, good stuff. That does mean at some point he'll turn up, and if the other family members have not come downstairs, I'll have to go and talk to him for a little while, in which case I would probably... I'll decide later if I leave for a little while or whether I suspend the stream and finish it on another day. We shall see what we do. But right now we're getting into the next layer, so we need 4 of these little fellas. And we need a couple of Technics bricks. Okay. It's amazing how many Technics bricks come into just standard builds these days. And 3 of the corners and 3, one of these. And only 2 little corners. I wish I could set this up so you could actually see my build trays as well. Maybe I need more webcams. I wonder how it would go down if I went, I want to buy more webcams. That would probably be met with some discussion, I suspect. Okay, I think that is there. It's a fairly interesting layout. I assume this is forming the foundation for something. I did not get those out. Someone heading down the stairs then. That looks like it goes up there. That's still... let's just move it over this way a little bit so you guys can see what I'm doing still. Okay. All right. So next step, more bits. There's a surprise. This is going pretty well because we're doing the simple parts at the moment. My old eyes don't really like all these bits in the same colour though. That's okay. Olive and 2 round singles. Okay, we're building what I assume is the back wall now. Looks like it. Let's see if I can get the book up here. This is going to be a lot easier. There we go. That's better. You guys still can't see it, but I can see it a lot better, and I'm not going to get such a sore neck. Okay. The people at Lego spend a lot of time test building these things. But even so, sometimes you wonder about the instructions. This is a kit for an 8-year-old upwards. So I guess I'll be able to do it. I hope. Funny if I can't. Okay. These. Great to see that someone is sticking it out through the stream this morning. Just spin this around so it's a bit easier to work on. It's a bit like a map. You might laugh at people that turn the map around, but hey, it's a great way to do it. Alright. Feels about right. You there, and this will be this step completed. Apparently we're on bag 2 now. Now, I meant to have built a little human from bag 1, which I did not do. So, better do that. Looks... he's got a happy face and a spewy face, so we're going to put the spewy face on display because, yeah, it's kind of funny. Alright, well, there's human number 1. And in bag number 2, we're building another human. So this human's... I'll find her later. She's buried under bits at the moment. There's a lot of humans in here. Just try and move some bits around, get some sorting going. You can't see what I'm doing at the moment. I apologise for that. Ooh. This is... a light brick. It's pretty exciting, eh? People kill for these. Pretty funny. Anyway, let's get on with our build. So we want to build our... yeah, she looks like she's a smiley person. I don't see her particular torso here anywhere. I found a couple of other torsos. Oh, there we go. There's her torso, I think. And we need some white legs. There they are, white legs, and a particular hairpiece. I often mix and match the figures, but I usually start them the right way. So she's only one-faced. The other guy's two-faced. All right, there she is, off to the side. Light brick. She has got a phone as well, which I have not seen. There we go. Little tiny phone. Better give her a phone. What would the day be without a phone, huh? She'll be taking selfies next. There you go. Now she's got her phone. She'll be happy. She can communicate. Maybe she could live stream a Lego build. Alright. Now we're building using spaceship bits. That's cool. Need those. I need more of those. And I also need... Actually, I don't need so many of those. It's that one I need less of for now. But I do need some green. So we're starting to build up a little bit of a park. And I need this one. Okay, so let's just get this the right way around, which is that way. And we can start filling this out. Oh, I missed one. Need that. That's where I could perhaps pay a little more attention to what I'm doing. And the green one matches up against that. And then we have this guy. No, that's wrong. There he goes there. Which means that one. Okay, I have got those ones backwards. It's a bit dopey of me. Which probably means I've got the wrong green one. Alright, that goes there. That goes there. And this is the wrong green one, so I need to get the other way around for the same piece. And that's another one of those. And what's the other way? That's that one. There we go. Wouldn't want to get the wrong green bits in there, would we? Alright then, next page. Now we want those same green bits that I put back. Surprise. And we want... we want one of those ones. We want two of the other one. So that way, that's another one of those ones. A lot of them. There we go, two of them. And now we need a couple more of those. That one. We need another 1x4 plate. And we need some dots, which are little flowers. One dot, in fact, not two. And so our little dot goes here. We've got our little cut plate which goes here, and that will match up with that one, which means this one must match up with this one. That sort of makes some sense. That one probably goes where? That's going well. Okay, better. And that will be the other way around for that one, which makes me wonder if I have not quite pulled out the right piece for there. I don't think I did, because I actually want that one. And yep, it's the right way around. And we've got that one in there. Paying way too much attention to talking, not enough attention on getting the pieces out. Apologies for sticking my elbow up in your face then. Right, so put him back. That's a little path piece. That looks like it's coming together okay. Kind of looks like the picture. So if you haven't done Lego builds before, you basically build whatever it says. And what you have to try and do is spot the differences. So it's a little bit of a problem-solving thing, which is, I guess, why adults like them, because it keeps your brain working. Because you have to see what was there before and what's going to be there after this picture. And some of the really complex kits, they make it quite obvious, and in other ones, they don't. They just leave you to figure it out. A lot of these going in there. Okay, that's looking alright. Looks more or less about what the picture says. Okay, so we've got more of these bits now. Which is hiding from me. I've got 3 of these. Okay. So you go there. You're an easy one to figure out. You go over here. Oops. Down one. Which would mean you fit in there quite nicely. You're going to slot in here, which only leaves one place for you to go, which is there. Puzzles. Good stuff. It's pretty amazing that we're 31 minutes into this build and we're going along, but it's taking a little while today, which is okay. That's not going to be the right piece. That's going to be the right piece, and we need. So I probably won't build the whole thing today, I don't think, because I don't want to run the streams too long, because I don't want to bore the crap out of people. So I will probably run another stream to finish this off. We'll see how we go. Okay, let's bung that down there. If you're into games and train simulators and the like, bit of a niche market, I know, but I also run Train Simulator Driver on YouTube and Twitch. You'll discover the channels are remarkably empty right now, because I used to run it in this channel, in my primary channel, but I thought that would probably piss people off after a while, because people tend to come here for Lego and for local guides, for the point-click guide video cast, for the lessons about photography. So I thought rather than just keep diluting my audience, I would create a new channel. Which means this lovely channel's got lots of subscribers who are here for a particular reason, don't get bombarded with shit that they don't want. But it does mean that my other channels are really empty. And there's no subscribers there at all. Actually, that's not quite true. There's a couple. But I don't know how they found it, but they have. People have subscribed with no content there whatsoever, which is fine. They'll find out what I stream soon. And I'm running the first one of those tomorrow morning. Looks like we've picked up someone else. Ah, Jose too, from Argentina. Saludos to you as well. I don't actually speak Spanish, but I know you're saying hello. So thank you. That's quite cool to have someone from Argentina come in. I quite like that. So, no, it leaves a gap. Okay, I was just looking at that. It looked a little bit strange to me, but it leaves a little gap, so that's fine. Breaking my own rules here. Who's noticed that? I didn't get all the pieces out for the step before I started the step. And the problem with that is you don't know when you've finished. You might think you've finished, but you haven't really, because you missed something. And that's okay. Well, not really. I think I need one more piece. I do. There we go. So he drops in down there. That one's there. That one will go in here. It's quite an intricate build, this one, for something that's designed for a 8-year-old to play. I'm still not getting all the bits out for the step. Great Lego mentor I am. Maybe I'm a Lego mental. That might be a better description of me, I think. Lego mental. I like that. So of the people who are watching, how many of you actually build Lego? Interesting question. I can see 6 people are playing this behind the times now. So if you catch up, you'll be able to join the live chat. You're playing it from the beginning. Which is okay. Alright, we're getting into some colours now. These will probably disappear. Brightly coloured pieces tend to vanish when you're building a kit. 2 of the yellow ones. Although, in a Lunar New Year kit, who knows? Because many of the cultural colours used here are rather bright. Okay, this appears to be everything, so let's start plonking them in. That'd make me a plonker, wouldn't it? Who said that? I didn't say that. That doesn't feel right to me. I think that actually needs to go there. That feels better. It's much closer to what I want. If you have ideas on how I can make Lego builds more interesting, let me know. Because I have had people sit here and watch for hours watching this, but not everyone does. That's okay. Depends how much you want to listen to me talking shit, I suppose. Okay, so you... Nice little tile drop in there. It's always fun when they make them like this and you've got to figure out where they go, because there's no close reference to where they belong. A bit off camera there, I'll just move that over. Kind of helpful if you guys can actually see what I'm doing. It feels right. Getting into some shapes now. Okay. Pink, blue. 3 of these funny little tiles, and you. Nice little grassy bit. It's amazing how the shapes do just lend themselves quite nicely to things that the people who originally designed the shape really hadn't thought about, but they just sort of work. So these little pieces, I'm pretty sure, were parts of cars, but they get used a lot in other designs. I wonder if I should not do these live and do them as a speed build, maybe. So I picked up another viewer, thank you for joining. Hopefully you'll enjoy yourself. Introduce yourself in the chat if you'd like to. Certainly don't have to, don't feel pressured. Just working my way through the build of the Lantern Festival for Chinese New Year. And yes, I know, I'm a bit late. That's okay. Sounds like the vacuum cleaner's gone back to sleep. That's good. There would be little forgiveness if I went and killed that thing. Alright, so we're going to put him up here. Let's just move this so you can see it. Not much point in my doing it if you can't see it. Now this is that way round. Okay. Good to know that the vacuum cleaner is starting to charge, if you heard that. It's a happy little creature. So I'm going to go and eat all your energy. Alright. Keep on going here. There's a couple more little flowers to go in. I'm just going to start putting bits off to the side, which means you might be able to not see them, but the centre's starting to fill up, so it's getting just a little difficult to manage, really. So the first time you're going to see the bits is when they appear now. I have to wonder if the little green flowers are something they've done deliberately, or if they've just gone, oh, we need to put something there. Oh, this one's going to be problematic to put in there. Got to get it right into the corner between those bits, and I have great big fingers. Oh, come on. Come on. You can do it. Yay. Got it. Okay. It's starting to take shape now, the base of it anyway. So we're certainly getting somewhere. Spent quite a bit of time already on this build. Two more 1x4s, another 1x2, which ironically I had only just put back. So I was looking a step ahead, and I thought to myself, I better not do that. It's only going to get myself in trouble. They're the same, and I actually want opposites. So let's just pop them back and grab what we really need. Green one. And you go in there. Lots of very interesting shapes. Hope you're enjoying how this is developing. I seem to have picked up someone else. Hello there. Welcome. I hope you enjoy watching a Lego build. We're building the lantern garden for Chinese New Year. Should be another flower in here somewhere. There is. Good. Okay. Sorry, the Spring Lantern Festival. I keep calling it the Lantern Garden. It's not what it is. It kind of is a garden, but it's a festival. Many spaceship bits so far used, and a couple of car bits. Interesting. I'm just pulling out the bits I need for the next step. At least it's getting easier because there's less bits in my tray. Oops. I hate it when I drop one of the tiny bits. So let's see where these all go. So there, which means there's a flower in the corner, just to maintain some consistency. I'm guessing this is a pond. There's a creature from the upstairs. Alright, he goes there, flower goes there. Just going to mute myself for just a moment. Sorry about that. I just wanted to let one of my family members know that we had someone coming. Getting a bunch more little colours coming in. Okay, these go opposite these ones by the looks of it. That makes sense. Cool. Ooh, one more pink bit. Can't leave the pink bits out. Very important. Funnily enough, the last three bits left in the tray is what we need now, and they go I think looks about right. This will fit. Yeah, these really bright coloured bits, all these bits will probably vanish underneath something else. Oh, looks like we're doing some water now. There will be very shortly anyway. Let's just do a little bit of pre-sorting. Get some of these bigger bits out. Put them off to the side. Just to make it easier to find the other bits that are in this tray. Okay, good. I thought it'd be easier to find, didn't I? I think I lied. Must be pretty. It's a dark green bit. Okay, that makes sense. It's sounding kind of like it's time for a drink, I think. Alright, I've got all these bits now to go in. I've got another viewer. Welcome. Say hello in the chat if you would like to. Trying to figure out where these bits go now. Looks like they are overlaying some other bits, which is makes you wonder why you built up such a pattern and then just covered them up. Oh dear, I think I have possibly just messed that up a little bit. That's really weird, as we're actually covering up that flower down there. That's why I didn't think that was right. And I didn't think we'd cover up a flower, but apparently we indeed are. That's cool. Because normally they're decorative pieces, so it put me off that it covered it up. Another little green. Okay, 2 of those. 1 of these. And we're going to have a lot of blue tiles in a moment, which I'm just going to leave where they are for the moment. You know how I said sometimes they get quite explicit about where things go? This is one of those, so it's showing me something that would be a little bit hard to spot by eye, probably because they're such dark colours. So that's going in there. And let's figure out where all the little pieces go before we go and figure out where our big pieces go. So the little ones go down here and here. Yeah, we're definitely going to make some water now. And our flower, which stays on that level, which makes me think it's about there. Now we need a bunch of these little water bricks. Some of these water bricks have fish on them. I don't think I need a fish brick at the moment, so I can just pop back over there. Water bricks are actually kind of hard to find. So if I take this one apart, I now have a whole lot of water bricks to build water effects in some other scene. 2 there. That way. Then there's 1 there. Just trying to make sure I lay these out the right way, or it's not going to come together when I do the next layer. Quite cool the way it's turning out. It's a little bit, yeah, it's a little bit easier to see, isn't it? You can sort of see the translucent water bricks that are there, and 1 more there, and that's it for the water bricks for the moment, I think. Or do we run a? No, there's more. guess this whole area will be covered in water bricks soon, so it probably doesn't matter that much. There's our doorbell. Hopefully my munchkin will remember, otherwise I'm going to have to go and let this guy in. I'll just mute for a tick. Right. Just done that step, getting distracted by people coming and going. That's okay. I at least want to finish this level. Popped up to 3 people now. Ricardo. Hi, Ricardo. He's asked, how do you build your Lego sets? Do you use the book, or do you already know it in your mind? Okay, well, you've seen part of the answer, and you've already seen that. So I do use the books for the sets that I'm not familiar with, but I do also build my own stuff, and in those ones I don't use a book. So they're often a little bit more interesting to build because you have to think it through. And sometimes you can build something and you're not quite happy with it, and you'll spend ages and ages and ages trying to work out the right way to get it done. And it drives you a little bit bonkers sometimes, to be honest. Okay, so I need a whole bunch more water tiles. I'll just pop those over here. I know you guys can't see what I'm doing at the moment because my camera doesn't have a wide enough reach, unfortunately. We'll have to go and talk to this guy at some point, but he can wait for the moment. He'll be okay. Because at some point I'm going to have to pay him. I'm sure he'll want some money. That is right. It didn't quite look right, but it is. Time for some kitchen noises from the background by the sounds of things. More flowers. All these little clear bits are doing my head in a little. I have put that one in the wrong place. Try and use the magic tool that never actually works. Got him out. It's one of those things that your mind goes, that's not quite what the picture says, mate. And you think, yeah, it is, but it's not, is it? I think this isn't quite right, so that's there, that is there, but that tile should not be there. Let's just get him out, because there should be a flower there, and this. Yeah, hello to the person who just joined and left. They didn't last long, about 2 seconds. It's kind of funny. That's okay. And this is starting to make some sense now. I did have a couple of bits in the wrong place. But we're okay again. We're back on track. I think. Looks like we are, yes. That should be 1, 2, 3. So I still have an issue here. You know why I have an issue? Because I haven't turned it around. 1, 2, 3 coming off there, and then there's one that way, which is right. And then there's, would be 1, 2, 3 going that way. So there should be a third one there, so I have either I'm offset somewhere. I'm offset. Okay, this explains everything. This is going to be hard to change too. So it actually sits on top of the flower there. Now, I was a little bit too far over on one of the pieces. It was causing some consternation. But I think I'm still not quite right, am I? So we've got needed that brick, flower, solid. And one dot. We've got you, and you. There we go. Now we're right. Huh. Cool. Now what's missing now? Nothing. I think I've put all the bits on. Looks like it. Okay, so I want 6 more water tiles. 3 more flowers. Still haven't put in a fish yet. It's kind of disappointing. I want to put in a fish. Maybe I should just put a fish in a random place. This is quite the build, really. All right. Looks like we've lost someone. I've bored them to death. It's very small multi-layered things. That's already there, which is good. I've got some more bits to go in, so that goes down there. And we've got some flowers to go on down there as well. And some more water. Okay. Now, welcome back. Back up to 3 people. We're still laying water, which is doing my head in. You can see this area here. I'm just going to put in these individual bits, and we've got 21 more water tiles to go in. Still no fish. Got to get fish somewhere, surely. He's pretty much just tiling in here now. Has anybody got any questions about what I'm building? I'm just going to run this layer out here because it's going to help me set a boundary. And then I'll just fill in the boundary. It's a little bit harder to get it wrong that way. A little bit harder. I did mention little bit, didn't I? And I don't know where this one goes. Oh, I see. Goes there. Goodo. Now I can just fill them all in. This will be a bit quicker. Alright, that's filled in that area there. Let's go off to our next one. We're finally up to fish. Got 2 fish going to go in. I'm sure that'll make people happy that they finally see some fish. Got different kinds of fish too. So I think this one we're actually putting in the spotty kind of fish. Let's just put these ones back and get these ones out. And we've also got a bunch more of these little fellas. Every time I stream one of these, I think there'd be a much easier way to make the stream go quicker. And that would be if I got all the bits for every step and laid them out, and then I wouldn't have to get them out between the things, but I never seem to actually do it. That can't go there, you know, it has to go that way. Then we have one going this way. That makes some sense. We have a little flower, a normal, and guess what? Finally, a fish. A koi in the koi pond. It's 2 tiles, another fish. Having the plants under the water is quite a nice effect. Bring in some more tiles. Flower there. I think I've used those 2, so I probably got out too many of those. I see what's happened. I know where these 2 go. These are going to be painful, I think. What tool do I have? Let's go with the scissors, because I need to get this tile here out. No, it's going to be a bad idea. Let's just go in this way a bit. Because I missed one. I had some extra pieces. I couldn't figure out where they go, and they go here. I just blindly filled all that out with tiling, and I should not have. There we go. Now we're right. Good. Welcome to another viewer. Now we're using our other fish. All the fish are all coming at once now. So we've got these, and there's another one as well. There's another koi. Coming up on, yeah, we've just gone over an hour on this stream, so I will probably stop shortly, because running them for more than an hour doesn't seem to work that well. Unless you want me to keep going, just let me know in the chat. Depends if what you have to do in your life, whether you want me to keep going or not. You can tell me. Seeing a lot of silence at the moment. Maybe I put you all to sleep. That'd be funny, wouldn't it? all these tile bits, to be honest, is completely doing my head in. Because they're all the same. You have to really carefully watch the pattern, and I'm not fantastic at doing what I'm told and watching patterns. People who know me know I'm not good at doing what I'm told. Is that right? Yes, that's right. Okay, it's certainly coming together. It's starting to look a bit more like a koi pond. Sorry about the banging. That's the glazier preparing to put in a new window. Oops. I'll finish this pond and then I'm going to cut it off there for today. And we shall continue this build on another day, because that draws it out a little bit for me as well. And I might get some stuff organised between now and the next time, so that I'm just constantly building and I'm not hunting for stuff. I think that would be a very good idea, and I think that would be better viewing. Alright, now we've done our little koi pond over here. We're still working in this area. We're going to be working in another area too, by the looks of it. So we have another fish to go with, face to face with him. We have 2 tiles there. Flower. Tile. 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 What are you all doing today apart from watching me? It's there, that one's there, which means we need... I don't think that one is there actually. We need that one. Not that it'd matter that much really. It's not earth-shattering. It's not rocket science. That's that one there, then puts that one there. One goes there. We're getting somewhere. Okay. Yeah, we are almost finished this bag, so I'm going to stop when I finish this bag. And I'll do bag 4 on another day. Because you do actually get a little bit tired in the brain too when you're building all these things. Just looking at this, that's that bit. Okay, they've turned it around on me. Good-o. That's okay, as they say. Alright, now we just finish off the water tiling. I've almost finished the water tiling because I'm running out of water tiles. It's funny that they changed direction all of a sudden. Okay, and this brings us to the end of bag 4. So I will leave you at this point, and we shall start another stream on another day, probably the same time next week, I would think. And in the meantime, flashy light brick. Alright folks, if you've got any questions, you know where to find me. and I will see you about the same time next week. I'll set it up in the schedule. I do also stream to Twitch, but I'm only going to do the Lego on YouTube because I just don't think that it sort of suits Twitch very well. Anyway, have a lovely day or evening or night or whatever it is for you, and thank you very much for watching, getting up to bag 4. So we're up to here now. We've finished the pond. I can show you that. The next thing we're going to be building is the bull and some of the areas around the bull. I'm just thinking whether bag 4 is a small bag or not. It doesn't. It's quite a big bag. There's quite a lot in it. All right. Well, thank you very much for watching, and see you same time next week. If you haven't subscribed and you'd like to, please feel free. And if you don't mind liking the video, that would be cool too, because it helps surface it a little bit. All right. Thank you. See you at the same time next week. Bye.